Hey everyone, welcome back to Teachers for Teaching. I was thinking about changing the channel name to something else because right now it kind of sounds like Teachers for Teaching, like I don't like teachers or I don't like people that go an alternate route or alternate license. That's not the case. I really hope to change it to something else, like teacher space, teachers teaching space, corner, teacher's corner. I think those were taken when I first tried to make this channel, which is why I didn't make it. But basically, the oh, they're drinking water. Bean's looking so cute today. I wanted a space where teachers can share their experiences, where we can get maybe people to bring up problems that other people are facing so that they don't feel out of it, or they're like, I'm the only person having this. I don't want to stay in teaching anymore. This is kind of like it. Kind of keep those people in the field so we keep as many teachers as we can. I wouldn't say there are bad teachers out there, but I feel like there are also good teachers out there that feel like they're bad. When the case of teaching, it's just over a long term of experience and events that happens when you actually become good or understand the craft a little more. Other than that, I don't think I have any other announcements, but telling you guys how it is. So I subbed for 4 days, I think. Gym. It was either 3 days or 4 days. I'll have to check up. But a lot of what I said last time was pretty much the same because I had fifth or K through 5 with gym, and then I had gym with high schoolers and health. That was interesting. And then I did social studies. And the next week is going to be a not long term, but like a week of social studies to get you guys some information on how that's going to go. If you're subbing in the area and you're kind of scared of having the same class over a period of time because most of your strategies kind of last for a day, we could talk about that pretty much. I, for one, know that I was pretty scared and by scared, I don't think like the kids are going to beat me up or anything like that, but just the anxiety of not teaching well or losing the class or not getting what we're supposed to be done, that kind of anxiety. If I was to stay with the same kids over a long period of time, or even just like 2 days when I first sub, it's different it's different from having a job. You know you'll be there. You've planned over the summer, at least a month before you get hired. You've planned what you're going to do the whole year. It's usually what you've been doing in college, and that's not as scary. But as a sub, and you come in with all these new expectations, and expectations usually take a week when you're your own teacher, it's your own room, but you come in with your own experiences and their experiences with the class that you now have for maybe a couple of days. It's scary, and you'll run into a lot of problems, but we'll think of some strategies for that. I'll let you know next week, or I guess tomorrow. That starts tomorrow. But anyways, social studies. What do I want to talk about that? Let's see. Oh, okay. How to be an active teacher in the classroom. Now, by active, I mean you're walking around. This is how I kind of manage or build rapport, is by walking around, seeing what they're supposed to be doing, talking to some kids, trying to remember names, and spouting some expectations, making sure we're on task. Some kid does some good thing that I want to tell them, so I'm like, hey, do it like this person's doing it pretty good. I love it. That way of teaching is a very active, and you're very present in the classroom space. And that's pretty much how I teach. Not usually, but you'll see subs that kind of like, here's the paper, pass this boy out, and I'm just going to sit back and make sure you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Kind of like a study hall. I don't like that. It's detached, and it's not engaging. You really just work. All right. Especially in older kids, you'll get, why am I even doing this? Especially middle school. Middle school will be like, why am I doing this busy work? I'm just going to talk to my friend over here. Ain't nothing to it. Being that active teacher that kind of builds like an authority figure, or at least they get to know you. That active teacher that is proactive in what they see. They're making sure that, hey, maybe this kid shouldn't be with this kid on this, if you're working together. Let's move you over here. Not you're in trouble, but I just want to move you over here so you can get your stuff done. So being proactive, sometimes saying instructions again, expectations, all that. That's how I like to teach, and that's how I give advice to some people on how to teach. That way, I don't know, maybe something will go, especially to subs. If you're going to sub in that school again, you will have kids that know you and that already know how pretty much you work, and it's a lot easier as a sub. But as a teacher, I mean, I feel like that's already what I'm going to do, is be that active person, especially in band. I feel like you're always saying stuff in band about dynamics and tempo and style and all that stuff. That's not what this is about. Maybe in another season, maybe another arc. But in social studies, we had a video. They had a paper to work on the video with. They had questions, and the questions weren't, I liked this, the questions were exactly about the video. They were basically trying to pick some examples on how Jamestown either did well in surviving or did not do so well on surviving, and what would you do to make a successful colony if you were to sail to the New World. And so I'd have some like funny examples, like for example, Jamestown, some people had to eat their horses, and then for some of their some snakes, poisonous snakes, and that kind of got them killed, or each other. And so I'd say, should not eat your horses. Don't cut them into dainty bits. Done. That's 1 out of the 5. And they'll be like, okay, don't eat my horses. And those are middle schoolers, so I feel like I don't know why. Do middle schoolers like more morbid jokes? Middle schoolers are morbid. Not like a good way. They're just morbid. I feel like they're more to make all these like dark jokes, and I'm like, okay, great. I'm glad that your father ran or something. Great joke. Moving on. It's only middle schoolers that do that. I don't know why. But I throw that in there, and then someone will be like, I'm gonna bring weapons and maybe some more workers. I was like, all right, what's gonna protect those workers? My weapons. Okay. Where are they gonna like live and keep those weapons? Like, how are you going to survive and protect yourself with some native Indians? Or like, this is kind of scary. I'm gonna shoot these guys with a bow. And the guy goes, what's gonna protect you from that? He goes, a house. I'm gonna just bring a house on this boat. Okay, what do you build with a house? And like, okay, all right. And then they start writing wood and some rope and nails and some works to work that. I'm like, okay, that's good. He's like, yeah, I got a house now. All right, who's gonna build the house? He goes, oh my, all right, fine. He builds the house and he grabs a person. In this way, people around this person and me hearing this conversation are starting to write, oh, okay, maybe I should bring these people, or I should have brought more people, or something like that. That's an active way of teaching, and it makes you seem like more of an authority figure. You know what you're doing, and I'm not a social studies person. I've sometimes had people be like, are you social studies? No, I'm an active teacher. Boom! Active teacher, every subject, baby. Anyways, they'll ask if I'm math. I wouldn't say active teacher, Mr. Valle. No, just be like, no, but I move around, and I talk loudly, and I try to be proactive. Now I'm saying all these things like I had a really perfect sub position. I did great. All the kids liked me. That's not the case. No matter what you do, no matter how well you do, no matter if you know the kids, maybe you don't know the kids, no matter if you have help in the class, you will run into a behavior problem. No matter what. Even if you were to work at a private school or some like fancy school or something like that, there will be drama. There will be fights probably. There will be behavior problems. This active teaching solution, I say solution because there's no actual 100% solution, is a great way to build rapport, bring yourself up as a present teacher, an authority figure, and get the kids to know you, to make that less likely to be a problem in your class. There could be problems afterwards. I had to bring a student up and talk with him afterwards and be like, this doesn't happen in my class. Or sorry, I don't say my class anymore because that got me in trouble. That's a story for another day. This does not happen in Mr. Cruz's class or in any class that I'm in, because you will not get stuff done. I will write you up and you will not have a good day. That's pretty much it. And I don't do this in front of anyone because it wastes everyone's time. Everyone's not looking at me and him. Set the behaviors afterwards. Now you have a kid that's like spouting things out or doing stuff like that. That's where the proactive comes in. Hey, Timmy, bring it down. And then you move on. And those quick things are, Timmy, one more time, do not let me kick you out. And then you go back to that. And it's quick. It's nice. It's easy. It doesn't give him too much of that own authority from you. It's these quick like nitbits that your response to behavior is fast, and then you move on and you act like it didn't happen and you bring back your fake confidence. Fake confidence. Hold up. Got like 3 minutes left, and we'll check the pigs out in a little bit. And if you have any ideas for a new channel name, Teachers for Teachers, it's great, but I want to get maybe teachers pets. No, that's not a good one. Teachers are cool. No, it's not a good one. Teachers are not teachers because they're cool. I don't know. Just if you have a name in the comments, put it there. Anyways, fake confidence. Fake confidence. Everyone needs it. You know, you always hear people are like, hey, kids are gonna notice that you're not really got that like mojo. Like they can tell when you're not in the zone. Man, I don't care. I don't care if they don't know. I'm gonna bring out my fake confidence. I'm gonna bring out my energy that I don't have when I wake up. I'm gonna mentally just bring this out of me. I'm gonna teach my class. I'm sorry. I have my printer. This fake confidence. Let's see. How do I bring it out? Not by doing something weird, but I try to like snap my way out of it. Some classes have like a squishy ball. I throw some squishy balls, bring it out back. Thank you. Throw it back. Thank you. Throw it over here. Hey, thanks. Awesome. And I finally get my confidence back, especially if I don't wake up with it right away. Sometimes you'll wake up with your confidence. Sometimes it could be real. It could be real. But I'll tell you right now, most of the time subs, they don't wake up being like, oh yeah, I can't wait to teach geometry and give them one paper and just say go at it. Yeah. It's gonna be so much fun. Usually not. But that fake confidence makes it interesting. It makes it engaging. Sometimes it makes time go faster. When you're teaching something and you're thinking ahead and you're thinking about what I'm going to say next and how am I going to teach these kids, by the time that you're done saying or teaching or whatever you're doing up front or walking around helping, these kids are like, oh man, time went much faster. Yeah, because I was focused, you were focused. You wouldn't say this. I was running the class. I was doing that. You wouldn't say that to a kid, but that is the symptoms, the positive symptoms of fake confidence. It lets you see an environment well. especially if you stay calm. Calm, I'd say calm is one of your best weapons. Staying calm, and that's like looking at an anxiety-ridden person and be like, yeah, just stay calm and fix it. That's never gonna work. How should I say it? Knowing that you're staying chill. Knowing that if you were to strategically look ahead and know good things are good, and know, K-N-O-W, know that good things are going to come from it. Staying calm is your best weapon. Staying calm, being confident, being an active teacher, those are my 3 pillars as a sub. And that's how I pretty much get through my day. Being calm, being active, and what was the other thing I said? Fake confidence. Those things get me through my day. They build my rapport. And they let me teach pretty good, they let me learn pretty cool things. Like, I didn't know that stuff about Jamestown. I could have just sat there with a book as a sub and just read while the kids did their work. I could have done that, but I didn't. And I made the lesson more interesting. And it got me through my day. It got them through their day. Those 3 pillars: calm, active, confidence. Fake, staying cool. Okay, great. All right, let's check out my piggies. Again, if you have any names for the channel, Teachers for Teaching, Teachers for Teaching really meant to be like, I want teachers to stay in the field. I want teachers to stay. I want them to know how special it is to teach people, how fun it can be, and how rewarding it is for teachers to be teaching. Teachers for Teaching. It's pretty much what it was. But it sounds kind of bad, so I'll think about it. If I see any great names and I see some kind of overarching message from it, cool. But we shall see. So here's the new setup. We're in the other room now with the piggies. Here is there's Pepper, there's Bean getting a drink. She's been getting a drink for like the past 10 minutes, dog. And then Kiwi's somewhere else in there. Pepper! Okay, I scared her. Oh, you know what? Funny thing, some kids thought that I was snapping really hard. I did a high school and then 2 self-studies, and there was a 5th grade one before all that. And then I made this video. But the high schoolers were like, why do you snap so hard? I was like, I'm a music teacher. You just kind of rip your skin out at band camp, and then afterwards the whole year is pretty good. I don't know if the audio is going to catch how loud this is. Or you just kind of keep it. Very nice. Also, although Glock is a lot better. Glock instrument. Okay. Well, see ya. For next time, I'll let you know, update on social studies and see how that works. It's probably gonna be rough, but we'll get through it and we'll learn from each other. Also, anti-shout out to those Facebook groups that ask to be helpers, but they're usually just for like selling things. Those like music teacher Facebook groups that like thousands of people join and like no one talks to each other. Anti-shout out. We'll be better than them. That's not a very good outlook. We're gonna be great. Okay, great. Bye. It's not.